Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jayaditya Mukherjee recording for Nextus News. In recent months, the old fissures of the North-South linguistic divide have resurfaced with a heated rhetorical exchange between the central government and the Tamil Nadu state government, with the latter alleging that the NEP's emphasis on multiple language learning is a ploy for facilitating subtle Hindi imposition. The re-emergence of this issue in public discourse necessitates an exploration of its roots in colonial times and the influential role played by it in determining policy in post-colonial times. India's constitution posits recognition of 22 languages and grants them the status of official languages, while its population boasts speakers of many dialects and languages numbering over 1500. Among these myriad languages, Hindi enjoys the lion's share of native speakers, followed by Bengali, Marathi, Telugu and Tamil. In the post-independence era, the history of southern states is characterized by regional movements, at times bordering on explicit separatism, advocating protection of their linguistic identity, a tendency particularly strong in the present state of Tamil Nadu. The first instance of anti-Hindi demonstrations took place in the Madras Presidency in 1937. The erstwhile Madras Presidency government under Congress leader C. Rajagopalachari made Hindi teaching mandatory in presidency schools, which culminated in fiery demonstrations. The policy requiring mandatory teaching of Hindi was scrapped with the resignation of provincial governments in 1939. Following independence, the Constitutional Assembly decided on favoring Hindi as the official language of India while retaining English, a colonial inheritance, provisionally for a duration of 15 years. The Nehru government in 1963, to quell the fears of forcible Hindi imposition, subsequently passed the Official Languages Act, which purged English of its provisionary status. In 1965, agitation under the DMK re-emerged after Nehru's death, and the succeeding leadership's ambiguity on the permanence of English as the official language culminated in the modification of the Official Languages Act of 1963 to perpetuate English's position as an official language. The three-language formula proposed by the Education Commission of 1964-66 followed with the Parliament approval in 1968 and subsequent reiteration in 1986. However, Tamil Nadu under C.N. Annadurai's DMK refused to implement the three-language policy by sticking to English and Tamil. The new education policy introduced by the Modi-led central government in 2020 adopted the three-language formula, but with additional flexibility, in contrast to the 1968 policy which emphasized the teaching of Hindi, English and the modern Indian language, the choice varying from region to region. The NEP does away with the mandatory Hindi learning. In accordance with the 1968 precedent, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin has refused to implement the NEP policy and trilingual formula in institution under the state's control. A row emerged in February 2025 when Union Minister for Education Dharmendra Pradhan, commenting on the TN state government's stand on NEP, refused to allocate the funds under Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan for non-acceptance of NEP. The Union Minister asserted that the Tamil Nadu state government had initially accepted the NEP, a claim disputed by CM Stalin. In response, Stalin described the central government's curb on funds as an attempt to coerce conformity on the state's end, thereby fostering Hindi imposition. An anti-Hindi agitation was also organized in Tamil Nadu by the student wing of the DMK in late February. The DMK's rejection of the NEP, apart from the language issue, is based on the 4-year undergraduate scheme proposed by the NEP, which it believes will encourage dropping out and non-completion of courses. Thank you.